Okay, hello guys. Today's topic is about animal tissue, which is one of the topics that is found in grade 10 life sciences. That is animal tissue. So let's start now. There are three types of animal tissue known as epithelium. That is the first one. Then is connective tissue. Then is muscle tissue. And all these types of tissues are very essential to the animal body, especially in the human beings as well as any types of animal, whether it's a lion or a human being. This is very, very important. Now, the meaning of animal tissue. Animal tissue are tissues which our animal body is made of. There are four types of tissue. In some books, they say there are three types of tissue, whereby they regard connective tissue as well as nervous tissue as the same thing. They are found in animals, which are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. Now, the difference between animal tissue and plant tissue is that the plant tissue have a cell wall which is present, and then in animal tissue we don't have cell wall. Then some tissues in a live plant, like I'm talking about the plant which is alive, not the one that is dead, you'll find that some tissues might be dead, like maybe there's a branch there. That branch is like rotten, but the tree is still alive. But in human, we find that all tissues are alive. So going to the next one is that this is a diagram, the diagram of a cell that represent a live cell in human body. And these cells, when they are grouped together, they form a tissue. So you can see there the cell membrane, which we usually did, and the nucleus. So all this is a cell, which is one particular cell, and all these cells, they form what we call tissue when they are grouped together to form a specific function. Now, the function of muscle tissue, let's go one by one to what are these tissues, the main purpose of these tissues. The function of the muscle tissue is composed of cells that are special ability to shorten or contract in order to produce movement of the body parts. The tissue is highly cellular and it is well supplied with blood vessels. So if humans have never had this muscle tissue, it means that we won't be able to lift any weight, we won't be able to move because the muscle is the support for that. Even our heart itself have a muscle so that they can allow the pumping of blood. Now you go to the function of the connective tissue. The connective tissue contributes to the numerous body functions, including supporting organs and cells, transporting nutrients and waste. So it means that when we eat as well as when we reveal ourselves, this connective tissue is very, very essential, because if we don't have this connective tissue or somehow it is not functioning, we won't be able to transport the nutrients to the entire body after we have a meal, and we won't be able to release the waste from our bodies, which is going to be a severe illness and can result in death. Now we go to the last one, which is the epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue has a variety of functions depending on where it is located in your body, including protection, secretion, as well as absorption. The organs in your body are composed of four basic types of tissue, including epithelial, connective. Right? So meaning all the organs in the body, they have epithelial, they have connective tissue, and they have the muscle tissue. But this epithelial is the link between all the other tissues, which is very, very important. So this type of tissue, it is found in most of our organs, and it is a connection between the muscle as well as the connective tissue. In conclusion, we can say that animal tissue is a type of tissues specific to animals, including humans, meaning us also. When we say animals, we're referring to us as well, because in life sciences, we are referred to as animals. That's why you find there's two types of cell, that is plant as well as animal. So when they say animal, they include human beings. These tissue differ from those found in plants and other organisms. There are four basic types of animal tissue: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. And in some instances, some books, they refer to or they make one of connective as well as nervous tissue to be one, not to be different. So that is the end of the lesson. I hope it's very clear and everyone has understood.